What goes into a contractor's price? How can prices vary so much? How do I know that I'm getting quality and craftsmanship? How do I know I'm getting a decent price? These are all really good questions, and it is one of the main reasons why homeowners dread to remodel. They dread to get involved. In this series, I want to break down factors that change a contractor's price. Anything from materials to labor, experience, management, and quality and craftsmanship. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I want to dive into a question I get asked quite a bit, which is why do contractors' pricings vary so much from one to another? And in this video, I want to talk about several factors that influence a contractor's pricing so that you can make an informed decision before you hire one. Let's start with workload. Some contractors might just be less busy and are eager to help their crews and keep their guys employed and working. So they lower their prices. They reduce their charges just to get the work, which honestly could be a great opportunity for you, the homeowner. But I would always ask myself, why are they less busy? Could it be due to a lack of reputation? Maybe they're newer to the business, or is it a less demand for their services, right? Well, on the flip side, you have contractors who are extremely busy. Instead of turning down work because they're too busy, they may overcharge, thinking, hey, if I get the job, great. And if I don't, no sweat off my back. You always want to consider what the contractor's current workload might be and how that indicates their pricing. Next, let's talk about licenses and insurance. A proper contractor should always carry the necessary licenses, workers' compensation insurance, general liability insurance, auto insurance, possibly umbrella coverage, and others. These aren't just bureaucratic hurdles. They're a little bit of bureaucratic hurdles, but not fully. They are in place to protect you, the homeowner, and the contractor. If a contractor's cutting corners here, you might end up paying more in the long run if something goes wrong. Always check that they have these essential credentials before you sign the contract. Now let's talk about overhead and experience. Some contractors are small operations with minimal overhead. They might not even have a physical office, which is fine. They might just be doing work out of their truck on their laptop. That's where I started. On the one hand, this could translate into a savings for you. On the other hand, it might be a signal of inexperience or a lack of established systems, which could lead to inefficiencies and mistakes on the project. You need to decide whether this is a trade-off that you want to take on. Consider it carefully. So many contractors are going to tell you that they can handle anything you throw at them. No job's too small, no job's too big. But don't be fooled by the one-size-fits-all promise. Expertise really matters in certain situations. A contractor who claims to do everything might not have the depth of expertise that your project requires. It's important to ask for examples of similar work, verify their actual experience, get referrals, talk to other people that they've worked for. If you get a chance, go see the projects that they've done. Finally, some contractors charge more because they specialize in certain high-end or complex projects. These specialists often have skilled employees. They may have specialized equipment, refined processes needed for the challenging jobs at hand. However, if your project isn't or doesn't really match their specialty, you might end up paying for a premium without getting the special results that you need. As a homeowner, weigh the potential benefits against the higher costs and decide if the extra expertise is worth it on your project. It might not be. That's okay. So in summary, a contractor's pricing can be influenced by factors like how busy they are, whether they're properly licensed and insured, the size and overhead of their business, the claims they make about their expertise, or their specialization. Each of these elements carries its own set of risks and benefits. My advice, do your homework. Vet each contractor thoroughly. Ask the right questions. Compare not just prices, but their value as a contractor. And remember, in our next video, I'm going to dive into the best ways to vet contractors effectively. So thanks for watching. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave us a comment, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.